In my continuing quest to give a little picture of what Kansas is and give a flavor. No, I'm not in Kansas. In Kansas, I don't believe, I've never seen any background quite like this, but I thought it would work out pretty nice for this next introduction. Gina is a good friend I've known. We have a mutual love of coffee shops and of good books. And coincidentally, we met in a coffee shop. It was probably about 10, 12 years ago. And she just, I think she was interested in what I was reading, and she was peering over my shoulder, and she's a very easy person to get to know, and a wonderful person to call friend. She is a registered nurse, so she knows she's very well educated, and she loves books, and she has a wonderful sense of humor, and here she is to give her perspective on being a native Kansan.
So, are we ready?
Yes.
Okay.
So, what does it mean to Gina Munns to be a Kansan?
Kansan. Well, I was born here, and I lived here all my life.
But you weren't born in Great Bend.
No.
You were born in...
Hayesville, which is south of Wichita.
Ah. Big town, little town, middle
Wichita
town?
is a big town. In fact, right now it's the biggest town in Kansas.
Oh, really?
But Hayesville is right next to it on the south. It's what they used to call a bedroom community, because my father and my mother moved up from the little town in Oklahoma where they grew up to work in the aircraft factories.
So they were Sooners?
Yes. My people are Oklahomans.
Ah. So you have lived in Great Bend how long?
Since 1983. Just a new kid on the block, you know.
And what does it mean to be a Kansan?
It means to be from the treeless plain. Now, if you're somebody that doesn't like trees very much and feel like when you're in the forest you're kind of surrounded by an encampment, you like the wide open spaces and you like to see the sun rise up and go down, then that's being a Kansan.
So what would you tell people from another state when you travel there that you're from Kansas?
That it's a place of extremes.
Yeah.
You never know what you're going to run into.
Examples?
Oh, well, you know, we have extremes in government. We're swinging toward the apex of one right now. There's extremes in weather, absolutely. In fact, we love to talk about the weather and speculate about the weather in this part of the country because it can change 18 times in one day. And what else?
And what's your forte?
My forte?
Yes.
Oh, you mean about being a Kansan?
Or you, what's your favorite thing to do? Let's say that.
In Kansas?
Yes.
Just breathe that beautiful fresh air we have here.
Yeah.
And get struck in the face by those 30-mile-an-hour winds. I love that. You know, I'm the kind of person that can go to the prow of a ship on the ocean and stand there with that wind blowing into my face and just feel like I'm at home. It's wonderful. So can I sing my song now?
You have a song?
I do.
Oh, wow, I didn't realize it was going to be entertainment.
Well, this is a song I learned when I was a little girl. I was born in Kansas, I was bred in Kansas, and when I get married I'll be wed in Kansas. There's a true blue gal who promised she would wait. She's a sunflower from the sunflower state.
Yay, if I wasn't holding on to the camera, I'd clap.
Well, it's one of my favorite little songs. They teach it to all the young kids.
Well, hey, Max, did you enjoy the show? You know, did you enjoy Gina's song? Max the cat here at the Beech Tree Inn loves to listen to Gina sing, and I hope you did too. Cheryl doesn't give a song, but she is very entertaining, very intelligent, very wise, and I enjoy the times I have to converse with her. I'm sorry, I am interested in petting the cat, and I can't think right now of anything to say about Cheryl. But why don't just listen to what she has to say. You know, she can speak for herself very well. And like with Gina, I am very grateful to be able to call her friend. What do you think, Max? You want to say goodbye? You want to say goodbye? You want to say goodbye? So a Kansas farmer. So
Yeah, married a Kansas
you were
farmer. He was born
farmer.
and bred in Kansas, and I was on the farm for 7 years.
Prior to meeting the Kansas farmer?
No,
or-
married him when he came back here and lived. For,
Okay, so how did you meet a Kansas farmer?
went to school together, college.
And so he was studying agriculture and you were studying...
No, he was studying automotive and business. He has an automotive and business degree.
Oh, interesting. I bet there's a big story behind that.
You know, his dad wouldn't let him go to airplane school. Firstborn son of a Kansas farmer, you don't get to do what you really want to.
Oh, so he didn't want to be a farmer.
He wanted to be a farmer, but he wanted to go to airline mechanics school at Salina. And they said, no, you have to have a 4-year degree. So he took the automotive route and business.
Oh, interesting.
And I was doing the med tech route, and we met at the bar. Over a beer! So.
And he was just there. He's feeling terrible because he couldn't do what he wanted, and he saw you and poured out his troubles to you.
No, not really. We just drank together. It was great.
That's a good story, though. You should go with that for a piece of fiction.
No, it was great. And then we took off to Texas and California and decided we wanted to come back to Kansas, like the Midwest too much.
So why is that? I mean, I thought Texas and California, big states, you know, that's where all the action
They
is,
are.
right?
Well, there's too much action in California. It moves too fast, and it's like, I don't like it. I don't like to take 3 hours to get 20 miles. I want to come back to Kansas. I can drive 30 minutes and go 50 miles and be much happier.
That's a good point.
And I like the seasons. I like in Kansas. I like the 4 seasons. I like the extreme. I like the stability of the people. There's just a lot to
For
be
the
said in Kansas.
instability.
Well, yeah, there's a few unstable people. Yeah, we'll learn to
Thank
do that.
goodness.
Keep things exciting.
But I won't ever go back to the city. I was born and bred in the cities, and I won't go back.
Ah.
I like the ruralness. Great Bend, Kansas, not Great Bend, Indiana, is big enough to do what you want, get lost in it, nobody knows who you are, but yet you can make a splash if you want. So, I'm here to stay.
And what do you say about that?
Oh, I thought that was a beautiful ending. I thought that was it was like the perfect landing. Ooh,
There you go.
stay. I love it.
What would you say to people from other states that, like, you know, Kansas, you know, that's where the Wizard of Oz was.
Yeah, there's a lot of magic here.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people behind the curtain.
Yeah. Me, I'm behind the curtain. Pay no attention to the woman behind. No attention to the woman behind the curtain.
It's not as boring as people, if you have to look a little deeper, it's a little more than skin deep to see the beauty of Kansas. Well, the first time I saw Kansas seriously as a soon-to-be an adult, I thought it was boring, tedious, and the people were obnoxious. But as you grow into adulthood, you understand the resiliency of the people that are here, the people that stay or come back to have multiple reasons. And it's not because they can't go somewhere else, because they can't. So there's just something about Kansas that makes it home that I've never felt